Hey guys, today I'll be giving you an honest, in-depth review of the almost kind of new foundation, which is the Maybelline Superstay. I didn't want to give like an initial review or anything. I really wanted to test it out, so I've been wearing it with every makeup look every time I've gone out for the past 2 months or 3 months, I think. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk to you about that foundation. So yeah, if you want to know all its pros and cons and if you should get it, then keep on watching. We're just going to put our hair up. By the way, I colored my hair red last night, and in the sun it looks like really good, but it is like quite patchy because I did it myself. I mean, look at this area, it's redder than everything, so I'm hiding it, but it's cute. Ignore the double chin. And for people who comment, some people who comment, oh, you need to go to the gym and you need to lose weight, I know, I'm not oblivious to the fact. Thank you. So I'm going to tie my hair now. Let's get started. So the one thing to remember about, let's move in closer. So the one thing to remember about this foundation is it is silicone based. Alright, so if you have a silicone allergy, do not use it. And it is for very dry, oily skin. So if you have dry skin, avoid it because it will catch on to any dry patches. I had a little dry patch phase here in the winter. Like when it was colder, it's still kind of the winter, but it's like kind of fading. But yeah, so it will cling on to dry patches and it doesn't let you get oily the entire day. So for people with very dry skin, it might not work out. This is a lot like the Huda Beauty foundation and the Fenty foundation mixed together, like a good mixture of the two of them. And this was for how much? 700, 800 bucks? Something like that. I'll list it below. I'm sure you guys must know already because I'm coming up with this review so late because of, issues. So let's get into application and then I'll tell you what I like. So I'm not going to do half brush, half this because I never use a brush for my foundation ever. I prefer a beauty blender. This is the beauty blender Sapphire, the blue one. So I'm not putting a silicone based primer on my nose for my pore because this does it. Alright. Okay, one thing to note about this foundation is that it oxidizes. So if you are looking for a shade, go a shade lighter than your actual color, like something that matches you perfectly. Go a shade lighter because it will oxidize. So this is like not lighter, but you'll see it is a little, like a tad bit light, like, but the minute it oxidizes, it matches my skin tone perfectly. So I'm in the shade, this is, why am I not prepared for this? This is the shade 310 Sun Beige. Okay, I am a 230 in the Fit Me range. So I'll show you how much it oxidizes. I'll put a little pump here, kind of just make a swatcheroo so you can see that swatch, right? So let it dry, let it set, and then first let's do our face, my face. Let me do my face, and then we'll come back to the swatch and I'll put a new swatch and you'll see how much it oxidizes. So yeah, so I think basically all I need is like 2 large pumps for the whole face. And it's not a very liquidy foundation, it's a very like thick kind of formula. So I just like dunk the blender in, dot it around everywhere. Now this is a good time to test and show you the capabilities of this foundation because I have a lot of shit going on my face. So sorry, not shit, I have a lot of like pigmentation on my skin, so this is a good time. Dot it on everywhere. I'm not putting it on my neck because I'm not going out and I'm just reviewing it. Yes, I don't want to sit there with makeup remover on my neck right now because it's 11 in the morning and no, let's be bougie. Yeah, so just blend, and I love the way this blends out into the skin. It just makes the skin look kind of seamless and kind of flawless. Look at this. Can you see the middle patch of my skin? It is such a good formula. Oh my god, it is so smooth. Look at that. I mean, it's totally matte. It'll take a little while to dry, but can you see this glow also it gives? Like it's a demi matte, but it's, I mean, you don't even need to set it. Winters don't set it. I never set it. I just set my under eyes and that's about it. And it layers very, very, very well. So see, this is like one layer in. I just want to put a little bit over here. I think this area needs a little more reinforcement. Okay, she's dripping. That's what he said. Far away, from real close by, it's covered up everything and it gives a very beautiful finish on the skin. It has taken off a lot, I mean hidden a lot of my pigmentation here on my forehead. So yeah, beautiful. 12 out of 10, will recommend. Buy it. Okay, now let's get back to our arm swatch. Can you see that it has darkened, right? Quite a lot. It has darkened quite a bit. Now we'll take a fresh swatch next to it and blend that out. So you can see the difference. This is much darker than this. So this is the amount of oxidation that you'll get. But my skin is lighter here. So it looks a lot dark here. But on my face, you won't really see. Now, like, the foundation is done. So now let's talk about the pros. Beautiful coverage. You don't need a silicone based primer underneath. Covers everything. Pretty reasonable and performs like a high-end foundation. I don't know, I'm gonna say this and it's gonna hurt me when I say this, but I prefer this over my Fenty foundation. Any day you give me the two options, I choose this, because I don't know why, I just like, you know, you have so much room to blend. The Fenty just dries off. This is not a comparison, I'm just saying that I prefer this to that, even though I love my Fenty foundation. But this is slowly turning into my go-to foundation, though my go-to foundation is the Bond This Way, Too Faced Bond This Way. But I just dropped something, yes, and I'm not gonna edit that out because it takes time to edit things. But this is slowly turning into my favorite foundation, and I don't think I'm really mad at the shade. See, now it's already oxidized, and if you see this, it matches my neck quite well. Right now you can see the shadow of my face on my neck, so you can't really see my neck color that well. But this area, like my décolleté, is very light. I always keep it covered, so I don't really like match foundations to this, because then I'll have to like poto foundation from here to here to here. Not my deal. I am not gonna do that. Foundation's expensive. How much foundation will you put? शक्ल के लिए ठीक है, और थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे बस. We blended quite a lot. So with this, you know, I just use any concealer, because every concealer that I've tried, not every, okay, so I'm not like a concealer fiend. I love foundations. I have a foundation collection, like a huge one. But the Makeup Revolution, the new one, that concealer, this Colourpop No Filter concealer, my third one, and the Fit Me concealer, actually I don't like it with this, because this is so full coverage, and Fit Me concealer is like a little light coverage. Yeah, but the Instant Age Rewind is great. So I just like kind of dish, just a little bit of highlighting. It's a pretty look. Another con about the video. So another con about the foundation is that, another con, I haven't told you any cons, right? So yeah, it grabs onto dry patches and all that stuff. But when you start using it for the first, it might clog your pores and you might get a breakout. My cousin sister also used it. She got a breakout, but then she's smart, she slept in the foundation, so you can't blame the foundation for that. But I did get 1 or 2, 3 breakouts because of this. Silicone does clog the pores because it hides, you know, it fills the pores in, so you can, whatever you layer on top is like a, you know, like a base, is like, you know what I mean, you know how silicone works. Silicone. I'm just blending my concealer. I think this concealer works so well and kind of neutralizes the coloring of this foundation, gives me a nice highlight. I like to take it on my lids because, see, these days what I'm gonna do on my face right now, the makeup is the makeup that I wear on, like, it's my go-to makeup look. It's like not a no makeup look, but it's like my go-to makeup look. Favorite powder, get it. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna say don't get it because it's good, and my shade is 20 light medium. I'm not even gonna pronounce the other one because, you know, I don't want to butcher a language. But all I do is I take a little bit. I don't really bake with this, but I just put it on the parts that may get oily, and then you see what I do. I don't set the whole face. I won't bake with it. Actually, it's not like baking, but it's not actually like baking. So I'm gonna just take the rest of the powder and put it on my eyelids. Set that. So yeah, what I was saying is I don't bake, but I take like a kabuki brush. This is like a cheap Amazon kabuki brush, but it has lasted me 4 years and not even one hair has come off. It's brilliant. And I kind of just spread the particles all over my skin. So when I was studying makeup artistry from Neeti Luthra, she taught me a technique that after you're done with foundation, you take a kabuki brush and powder and kind of buff it in. Buff the foundation so any excess comes onto the brush. See, this was a clean brush and now it has taken off a lot of excess, so you start looking a little more airbrushed, you know. This powder buffing technique is a very good one. No creasing. This is natural creases of my eyes. You can't do anything about it. It's just, so I like to buff for a little while. Now that we're buffed and the foundation, powder, concealer is looking great, it almost kills me that I have to take it off after this video. See how dark that got on my hand. Now let's start with the face, or actually let's do the eyebrows first. Yeah, I wanted to share one thing with you guys. Best eyebrow pencil ever, by the way. I do love my Benefit Precisely My Brow, but that is like hella expensive, 2000 something for a brow pencil, and no, you know, I'm not that rich. So this, I didn't even tell you, this is the Innisfree Auto eyebrow pencil. Can you see it? Will it focus? Ignore this. This is sticker marks that never come off, you know. So this is a very good one. It has a spoolie on one end. And has a tip like this. Can you see it? Looking a little bit wonky at the moment. I haven't gotten my brows done properly. I do them myself, so I've like kind of lost the arch on this one. I think on this one also they're more curved now. I don't like that. I really wanna get my eyebrows microbladed, but I haven't found a good place in Delhi NCR. If you know any good places, just let me know. And also tell me a good nail salon when I can get holographic nails, like the hollow powders. I really want to get that done. So now that we're set and brows are done, this brow is weird, but we're gonna roll with that. And I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess because it just gives this beautiful glow, and it has golden shimmers in it. Can you see the golden shimmers? Yes, you can. On the skin, it just looks great. It just gives like a natural, see, look at this. So why have I been missing from YouTube? Because I keep getting comments making videos, or I keep getting Instagram messages on why I'm not making videos. So the last video I posted was somewhere in August, end of August or something, and after that I went to Chandigarh to visit my grandparents. And while I was there, I woke up one morning with terrible pain on my face, starting from here, this whole area, and ended at the middle. So this area on the right, and it would just shift to this side. Like, there was so much pain, I was almost about to, like, I wanted to die. It was that bad. So I went to a few doctors, got an MRI, all that stuff went on for a few weeks. You know, I was pretty depressed because I was getting these pains almost on the daily. And we finally, after going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doctors, we found out. In my MRI, it was pretty clear that I have trigeminal neuralgia over here. If you don't know what that is, I would suggest you to go to the BuzzFeed US channel and just type trigeminal neuralgia or TN BuzzFeed. TN BuzzFeed. You'll get information about what it is. And so TN was on this side. I have TN on this side, and the pain on this side nobody could figure out until I went to one doctor who said you have TMJ, because she touched my jaw and it was clicking. And yeah, so now this doesn't hurt that much anymore. These have attacks, like 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute attacks. Since I'm telling you, I might put in a clip right now of one of the attacks, and if you don't like people crying or screaming in pain and you don't like pain, just skip ahead. Yeah,
I can't even, like, it's a, it hurts so much. I don't know what to do. I don't know what.
So as you can see in that video, it's very painful, but it lasts for like 5-6 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It depends on the attack, and it feels like an electric current going through your face. It's quite crazy. And TMJ is a dysfunction of your mandibular joint right here, which connects your jaw to the skull. The bell just rang. My mommy's back, and I don't know how it happened, but it just happened. So both my sides are affected. This doesn't hurt that much, but this hurt a lot. So I've just recently gotten like a tooth extraction kind of surgery sort of thing. Too long to explain. Basically that tooth was not okay, and it was intensifying my TMJ. So since I've gotten that removed, I haven't felt this pain. It's only been 5 days actually. I still have stitches in my mouth and stuff. And yeah, that was a life update medically. Now on to good life updates. On my birthday, on the 9th of September, I met the most amazing man, and he isn't from here, and it's just been amazing. I mean, he is perfect. I think, you know, like, if you find a partner that just, I mean, if you find a partner that makes you smile all the time, it's like perfect. It's been a while since we've been dating now, and I've been so invested in him, because why is this data? Invested in him, invested in, you know, my problems. I was in pain. I was in a lot of pain, and he helped me out with a lot of it also. So kudos to him. If he ever sees this video, which he will, because I might force him to. Yeah, thank you for being there. Now let's move on to blush. Blush from Sugar, and this is the first Sugar product I'm trying, and this is a Contour de Force Mini Blush in Pink Pinnacle, whatever. Can you concentrate on that, buddy, please? This is a shade, it's a very nice shade. I love these like little darker, dusty, rosy kind of blush colors. And my unicorn horn brush, and I like to use, this is a powder brush, but I like to use it for blush. And I just like dab the blush and dab it, and pull it in this direction, you know. I'm really loving the over blushed look these days. I think it looks really pretty. See how pretty that color is. It just complements my skin tone so much. So this is a great blush. They have a lot of other shades, but not a lot. I think a few more, but this is really good. Somebody with my skin tone would love this blush. And this is the outer cotton. Now let's move on to the eyes, maybe, or yeah, let's move on to the eyes. And my favorite highlighter. Wow. Yeah, highlighters. Well, they should be highlighters, but then they'll be eyeshadows, right? Highlighters. I like that word, highlighters. So I'm just going to use my Becca in Moonstone, and this is my favorite for the eyes because it's like a nice pale goldy color. And this is a highlighting brush from Wet n Wild. It's gorgeous, and it has this like divot in the middle that you can put your finger and like really go ham. Depends on how much pressure you want. I mean, if you want to swatch this, this is beautiful. And it just gives the most smoothest highlighting application ever. And I take it up to the brow bone. Like I want that entire part to be a little glowy and shiny. You know, this is like the only highlighted look I do. I mean, only eyeshadow look I do these days. It just brightens up everything. It looks very nice. You can see the difference. So let me just do this real quick. This is a quick and easy makeup look. You can use any nice highlighter you like. If you can hear a cooker, sambar ban raha hai because dosa day. Sunday is dosa day here, and I love that. Now my favorite mascara is actually the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, but right now I'm using the Essence Multi-Action Mascara because I really like this too. This is also very good. Essence makes such good mascaras, and this was like $2.99 or one something. It's really good. It's got a really nice brush. I mean, look at that lower lash. Like that was just one. Just finished the lower lashes. Not finish. Finesse. Because I don't know what I'm saying. It's the morning. I've just had coffee. And that's it. Then I decided, let me film today because it's been a good minute. I love this mascara so much. I mean, number one would be, you know, cooker ka pressure mere dimag kharab kar dega. But look at the lashes. It's so pretty. See, that's all you need for a good eye look. You have your glowy lids, you have your lashes, everything. It already looks like I have liner on because the mascara is so black that it looks nice. Now we come to the best part, which is highlighting. And let's just say I'm a bit of a highlighter hoarder, a highlighter fiend, and highlighter obsessed freak. I'm gonna do a highlighter collection soon, but that's gonna be a long video. So in this I'm gonna layer 3 highlighters. Okay, 3, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 2. Let's see how it goes. So we will start with the Maybelline Master Chrome in Rose Gold. It's available on Nykaa, but this is a bit older than that. Before it was available in Nykaa. This is from the US, but doesn't matter. But I think the formula of this is a little bit different than the one that is in India. The one that is in India is a little more pinky. This one is not so much. Like it's pinky, but not so pinky, you know. So I'm gonna just hit the high points and buff it in well. I don't want to take it up there because our lids are already highlighted. Ooh. See, and the best part about this highlighter is that you can see it in the light. That is a scar from previous pimple that's grabbing onto, but you can't see it like up close like this. I think you can a little bit, but with my layering techniques, I love layering highlighters. So next highlighter I'm gonna layer is coming out of its packaging at the current moment below the screen. Mary Luminizer, of course. Man, this baby was hard to track down. I mean, I had that trio and I hate that trio, but this is the shit. I mean, this is the good stuff. So I'm just gonna dust a little bit, tap the excess off, and just hit it on the high points because this is a pale gold on the high points. See that? Like, I mean, so this goes on my nose too, just here. I'm just buffing it in, and in the middle of my brows. That's how I like it. I like that lifted look. And for the nose, see, when I go out, I'm like a highlighted insane human. So I just put the on the high points of my forehead, which is everywhere. I just like looking glowy because when the sweat starts coming, it blends in with the highlighter and your face looks like a dewy glowy thing. Because I can't look, I don't like the oily dew. I like the shiny oily dew. So this helps because I start getting oily half an hour after I don't know makeup. So this just helps with like the sweat or the oils mixing in with the foundation, with the highlighter, and then creating like a glistening effect. That's why I layer, baby. Now we're gonna talk about something that I am a little bit pissed about, but I don't care because it's beautiful. I know I've made several facial expressions in this video that are pretty weird, but we're gonna talk about the Maybelline Master Holographic Highlighter. Okay. It's white. This is a highlighter topper. Okay, so let's get real close. You can see the glitters. Do you see a rainbow? No, but there is a shift from pink to purple, and then there's a little greenish tinge to it also. It's a little greenish, pinkish, greenish, purplish, pinkish. So that is the shift to it. It is not holographic. Holographic is when you shift from red to violet in the spectrum of the rainbow. Please watch Simply Nail Logical, so she will give you a better understanding of what holographic is. Looking at the glitters in this, they look like iridescent duochrome kind of glitters, but nonetheless pretty. It's a highlighter topper. I've just swatched it a couple times, but I've never used it. I can see glitter flying everywhere. We're gonna take a closer look on this, and I want to see what it really does. And I'm gonna plop some on my eyes also, just like that, maybe with my finger. Yo, that did something, didn't it? It's really hard to do these finger thingies with nails like this, and also I'm using the wrong hand. Let's take a closer look. Let's open our window, and it's gonna be noisy. So it does have like a little shift. I mean, it's pretty. This could be like a everyday makeup look also. Like, it's glowy, it's pretty, it's nice, and You know, you don't need eyeliner and kajal and all that stuff. A good mascara, and you don't need fake lashes, trust me, mascaras do it. You know, like this is it. I thought maybe let's use a red because I just colored my hair red. So here goes. I'm using the Gigi Hadid in the shade Yani. I think this is Yani. I done a review on this color. So that's the lips done. It's got a nice rosy yet orangey kind of color. So we're done. Now I'm gonna open my hair and give you all a final look. You know what? Let me know down below how I would look with shorter hair like this. Because I'm thinking, I mean, I think it's cute, but I look kind of old. But I am getting older. I'm 27, almost 28 now. But compared to this, which makes me look a little, I think I like the longer hair better. Yeah, don't comment, I don't want to know. But actually do. If I had a fringe, how would I look? I've done this. No, I'm covering my eyes. Like, I think it looks okay, but I can get a fake fringe off Amazon. This is the finished look. The final review of this foundation is that it is brilliant. You can see how well it's sitting on my skin, lipstick on my teeth. Get it. If you're allergic to silicone, don't get it. If you're dry, if you're very dry, I'm not saying just dry skin, because you can always put moisturizer underneath. I'm saying dry patching on your skin, then don't get it. But if you're an oily girl or boy like me, get it. I love it. As I mentioned in this video, and everything lays on so well on this because it's silicone. Everything just glides on. So yeah, and you don't even need to use primer. And and let's talk about the makeup look. I mean, who said you need eyeshadow all the time when you have almost 30 highlighters? Why not just use them as highlighters, you know? Highlighter for the eyes or highlighter on the eyes. Yeah, I'm gonna go now because I'm kind of hungry, and I've told you all I can about this. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. And also, if you break out, don't worry. It happens initially. Tea tree oil to the rescue. But just try it out once. Like if a friend of yours has the foundation, just try it and see if you break out. If nothing happens, then just use it. Because you know what? I love it so much. So now I'm gonna go with my kissed bottle. Bye bye. I'm gonna do my usual weird bye.